Codex has completed the changes we asked for. And now if we take a look at our app now, we can see that we have our interactive demo, but it now has this embed-like appearance. And it looks much, much better before than the broken UI that we had. And it actually works, as you can see. But there's still some couple of issues here that we can improve on. Like the font size is, I think it needs to be downsized a bit. And one thing that I noticed is that I actually have MCP configured in Codex. So if I go to MCP settings, I have this playwright MCP. So instead of taking a screenshot this time, I want to do something different, right? I want to tell it to use the playwright MCP to look at our app, and you'll notice that the phone is cut off at the top and bottom. So maybe we need to downscale the phone mockup a bit. Also, also for the demo, we can disable zoom and panning. All right, so because I have the Playwright MCP installed, Codex is going to be able to launch an instance of my browser and be able to look for us now at the actual interactive demo section. So let's see if it actually works. Sure. You can see now it is downscaled, downsized our mock-up of the phone and our preview here. I'm just blown away, really. All of this without writing a single line of code. Okay, so it has completed the changes for us. And we are looking good here, guys. I also asked it to remove zooming, which it did, as well as panning. So it also did that. So I can't pan around the canvas anymore. Brilliant. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to work on here is I need to refresh the page here. Oh, so you see how it's starting already with like a the preview already showing by default. That's not what I want. I want it to be like this, where here we can see that there's no preview until we select one. So that's the next thing that I want to fix here. So let's do that. started raining. And the next thing that I would like to do is make the conversation feel a bit more real, like it would be in the main app, where instead of showing all the messages at once, we show the assistant message, then the user message, and then shortly after the assistant response. Also, when the user clicks on a demo, it needs to feel more natural, meaning we show the initial assistant message, and then shortly after that, we show the user message, and then shortly after that, we show the assistant response, and then we show the phone preview. If you notice in our mockup app component, we also have like this AI like loading message. I think maybe we should show this as well to try and simulate as much as possible how the app actually functions if you were using it for real. Okay, let's try to fix that. Let's see. Yeah. But we're getting really close here at wrapping this up. And I'm almost at the point where I can deploy this to my live environment, to my live application. I just want to finish tweaking some of uh these things that we can make a bit better, for this interactive demo. So the application is now broken. Okay. It's almost inevitable to run into something like this where you're working on a complicated task and everything's going smoothly. As the conversation history goes, eventually Codex, Cloud Code, Course, or whatever you're using seems to break your code. Even when you ask it for a small change, it just breaks it, which is very frustrating. Which is like you can see that. I mean, it completely broke my code, and it was working before. So, um, yeah, I'm not sure what happened. So he deleted it. It deleted mock-up experience. I don't think he'll be able to fix it. That's a bummer. We're so close to finishing this. And sometimes I find like the codex undo action doesn't work at all. The page working again. and we don't have any of the demos selected by default, which is what I asked for. It's a bit different than the original. Like the sidebar there's no transparency on the sidebar and the message bubbles as well. So it does look a bit different. I think before making any more changes, what I'm going to do is start a new chat because I think this one is just already too long. Let's see if I don't get hit with those codex rate limits anytime soon, too. Any minute now. It's taking so long. It's a good thing I have infinite patience. Uh, is this thing like in an infinite loop or something? It's, um, it's working. I mean, the phone size is messed up again, but it asked for the change where I said to simulate like a real conversation. But why is it okay now? It's going. It's running MCP playwright MCP. Just hurry up, man. Hurry up, hurry up. Wow, it finally finished. Woo! Okay. Yeah, it's just the phone is just too big. Yeah. Um, yeah. I think I'm going to start a new chat because I think the reason it takes long and it's not doing so good is because my conversation history is already so big. Okay, so let's try to create a new chat and then let's tell it to fix this thing. So this is the part about vibe coding they don't always show you. People make it seem like they just one-shot prompt these amazing features and complete end-to-end apps, but that's hardly the case because as you can see, It's basically inevitable that you're going to run into hiccups like this where you're going to need to do some debugging and it can take some time. But this is a fully unscripted video. I'm not going to cut out any of it. I may just like speed up parts where, I don't talk a lot or where I'm waiting for codecs to finish with a change, but I'm not going to edit out anything so you can see the real vibe coding experience. Is done with the changes. Yeah. We can still make it a bit smaller though. Perfect. Okay, so finally looks like we have it working. Yeah, finally, right? Finally. Woo. I just want to make sure that my main mockup page still works. Looks like it's still working. I'm gonna do some more Torah testing off camera to make sure that my app still functions and that codecs didn't break anything. But in the meanwhile, our interactive demo is looking good. Okay. There's one more thing here that I don't like that I'm going to attempt to fix, and that's the sidebar here. If you notice, the sidebar, the canvas is overflowing under the sidebar, and that should not be the case. You can open this here, and you see how we have the sidebar. The canvas basically ends here. And then we have the sidebar. So we're gonna just prompt codecs to see if it can fix that for us. Yeah, let's do that. Hi, no. Screenshot. That's the last thing that I'm going to try and tweak here. Perfect. Woo! Okay. So it looks like we finally have this feature working. And what it has been? It's been almost 2 hours, is it? Yeah, I think so. But you can see that we have our interactive demo feature working. Now, what I am going to do is commit these changes. And I'm just going to create a pull request. Okay, I think I'm going to pretty much conclude here, but our initial goal was to create an interactive playground, kind of like how this SaaS has on their landing page, where you can select between a list of predefined templates, and you get a preview on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, you have your streamlined chat history. And now we have basically a simulation of what you can do in our main app here, embedded nicely on our landing page, so that people don't even have to sign up in order to see at first hand how using our app looks like. What I'm going to do off camera is add here some additional demos. I'm probably going to change these ones um, because I think I have a lot more better looking screen designs that I can use to showcase here in our interactive demo. And then the second thing I'm going to do is make sure this thing looks good on mobile devices. But before I end the video, as promised, I said we were going to push this to our live app at screenmockups.app. So I'm going to do that here. I have my pull request opened. What I'm going to do here is I could review all of this code rabbit stuff, but I'm just going to merge this pull request to my main branch. And then what that is going to do is, because I have this project connected to Netlify, it's going to kick off a deployment and going to push these changes to my live app in production. So I'm just monitoring the deployment on my next screen over here, and it looks like it's completed. So if I head back to my main app, refresh, and scroll down, there it is. There we have our interactive demo now live on my production site. And let's see if it works. Voila. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay, so there you have it. That's a typical workflow of how I would implement a new feature into an existing app. As you can see, I didn't write literally. You saw it here. Like, this is a fully unedited video. I might speed up moments here and there, but you can see that I didn't write a single line of code. Codex 100% build this entire feature for me. And we did run into a couple of hiccups here and there that impeded our progress, but with a little bit of patience and prompting, we were able to solve that. And yeah, I'm interested to see how this new interactive demo helps with conversion for me on this SaaS. But that's all I wanted to share, and thank you for watching.